She was Zhao Li's greatest love. No one could ever replace her in his heart. Late at night, a drunk couple sped through the streets, ignoring the red light. A deafening crash, a mother and daughter lay in a pool of blood. The couple stumbled out of their car, their drunkenness instantly replaced by horror. In their panic, the man dropped his wallet at the scene. They chose to flee. Minutes later, Zhao Li, the ferryman of this district, arrived. He picked up the wallet, then froze, his gaze locked onto the woman. A Bao, his former lover. 15 years had passed. She had aged, while he remained unchanged. Hua Mulan arrived and explained to Dong Qin, ferrymen live forever, but they're doomed to loneliness. Loving a mortal only leads to inevitable heartbreak. That's why they must never form attachment. Yet a Bao had died in his jurisdiction. He had to be the one to guide her into the afterlife. The next day, a suspect turned himself in, but it was the wrong man. Zhao Li handed the wallet to Dong Qin, hoping to bring justice for a Bao and her daughter. As he was about to leave, a Bao suddenly appeared, slipping into the passenger seat. She told him about Bei Bei. She wasn't her real mother, just her dance teacher. Bei Bei's father had been in a coma for a year, and a Bao had cared for her like her own. Zhao Li stayed silent. He had vanished without a word years ago, and a Bao had searched for him for 3 years. Now they reunited, only for death to tear them apart again. He feigned indifference, trying to make her let go, but a Bao had never hated him. She only asked for one last favor, Bei Bei's final wish, for her father to wake up and see her dance. A Bao had promised Bei Bei, if you dance on that stage, your father will wake up. Zhao Li agreed. He gathered ferrymen from every district to fill the audience. Then, using his powers, he briefly revived Bei Bei's father. But the man learned the truth. Bei Bei was already gone. He could only pretend to see her. As Zhao Li went to fetch a wheelchair, he turned. The man had pulled out his own oxygen tube. Being with the ones you love is what matters most. Those simple words shattered Zhao Li's 1,000-year-old detachment. The performance began, the theater packed with silent spectators. Bei Bei's father, dressed formally, smiled as he watched. Bei Bei beamed, believing her father had finally recovered. She never knew he had chosen to stay with her forever. After the dance, he presented her with flowers. Zhao Li stepped onto the stage, borrowing the most beautiful bloom from Bei Bei. Then he approached a Bao. She had waited 15 years, her life short but burning bright. He had lived a millennium, yet only now dared to admit his love. The police used the wallet to catch the real culprits, delivering justice. But for a Bao, none of that mattered. Because being with the ones you love is what matters most.